Hi everyone, meteorologist Rusty Dawkins looking at a severe weather threat from Monday into Tuesday. So what we're going to be looking at here, what we're watching, level 1, 2, and 3 storm risk. That's the enhanced risk for storms. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the timing of these storms, where you can expect to see them, when, and where, and then the possible severe weather threats that go along with those storms. And it's spring. It's severe weather season, so it's going to be an interesting setup. This is for Monday into Tuesday morning. The Storm Prediction Center, their cutoff for the day is the overnight. So this is for Monday. It starts Monday, but it goes into Tuesday morning, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, a possibility. I'll show you that here in a second. But that brownish colored area right in the middle between North Platte and Lincoln, that's a level 3. That's the enhanced risk. That area right there is being watched closely for some strong to severe storms as we head through Monday night into Tuesday morning. The main threat that we all should be aware of is the tornado threat. So you're looking at from North Platte to Lincoln, a 5% chance, and that means that there's a decent chance that we're going to see at least a handful of tornadoes somewhere. And they're usually the EF1, EF2 varieties. When you see a 5%, it's when you get into the higher ranges that you see those really dangerous, large, I mean, they're all dangerous, but the very large tornadoes. So 5%, 2%, those are usually your smaller variety. I think we can get some big ones in there. But overall, the tornado threat, some isolated damage from isolated tornadoes possible. Now, damaging wind, that's your 60, 70 mile per hour straight line winds. That's a possibility for just about the entire state. And then the large hail is likely the biggest threat. This has the best chance of seeing something severe comes in the form of large hail. And that area shaded in red, and then especially the areas with the black hash marks, we could see 2-inch in diameter hail. That's bigger than a golf ball. So keep that in mind. That area where when storms do form, and it's basically the eastern half of Nebraska, we could see some very large hail coming with these storms Monday night into Tuesday morning. So here's your forecast. We start to see the storms pop up around 6 p.m. Monday. Now this is on the edge. This is north of North Platte. That's probably Cherry County, and that's usually where storms start to develop, right? Then they get very big, very fast, moving into central Nebraska, probably from about Broken Bow north towards Valentine into South Dakota. So this thing is going to start to spin, and then you can see from about O'Neill towards Omaha, it's trying to fill in. You can even see north of Kansas City, but it can't quite do it yet. So this is your overnight. This is your Monday night into very, very, very early Tuesday morning. We'll see what that line does. Right now, most models between O'Neill and Lincoln are saying the storms don't form yet. They try, but they don't form yet. They could, so keep that in mind. And then as we head into Tuesday morning, this is your 3, 4, 5 o'clock time frame, more storms develop. Central and south central and parts of southeast Nebraska. And then this is where Lincoln starts to get involved. Grand Island, Omaha, your 6 a.m., 7 a.m. time frame storms. So there you go. That's slight to enhanced risk goes through 7 a.m. This is why, because this is 7 a.m. Now, the next day, your Tuesday into Wednesday, starts here as well, and there's also a slight risk for, and I'll show you that here in a second, but for the Lincoln and Omaha area. So even though this is 7 a.m. Tuesday, the chance for severe weather is there. This is one of those rare overnight severe weather potential. So make sure you have a way to wake yourself up if severe weather is issued in your area. Then into 10 a.m., those storms are still around, but they're starting to move out. They're along the river, moving east into parts of Iowa, then lingering showers and storms through the day on Tuesday, and then that should be about it. So what's fueling all of this? Well, there's other possibilities. I'm going to show you some things that I don't usually have time to show you during the newscast. So Cape, the instability, watch what happens here. This is how much fuel there is for the storms, and it's moderate to almost high Monday afternoon into the evening hours. Notice that tannish bluish color there. That's right around your moderate Cape, and that's a decent amount of instability for those storms if they can fire right in that area. And then it kind of fizzles out as we head into Tuesday afternoon. Lightning intensity, there's going to be a lot of lightning. Look at all of this. Once you start to see the reds pop in there, the reds and yellows, and then purples, look at that just north of I-80, just north of that Interstate 80 symbol. That's a bullseye of a lot of intense lightning, and then we see quite a few of those north of Lincoln. over towards Columbus into the O'Neill and Norfolk area, a big batch of medium to high intensity lightning, and then by early Tuesday morning, look at all of that lightning in southeast and eastern Nebraska. Just going to be we'll probably get woken up very early Tuesday morning before that all moves out. Updraft helicity, this is kind of where is the best chance, and this is a model, and this changes quite often, but just want to show you that this is kind of where's the spin in the atmosphere, like wind direction in different directions and different levels of the atmosphere. Your updraft helicity. Got a spot in north central Nebraska through Monday night, northeast Nebraska Monday night as well. Then as we get into late Monday night into Tuesday morning, notice just north between Columbus and Omaha, there's a little spot there. There's a spot in south central Nebraska by Tuesday morning. Those little white and bluish colors. So it's not a lot, but it's just enough to give us pause. There could be a tornado somewhere. There's enough spin in the atmosphere in some spots that everything sets up right. The chance for a tornado is there, and that's why this is only and I say only, but 2 to 5% chance. It's not any higher because there's not a whole lot of updraft helicity, but there's enough that we could see a couple of tornado spin-ups. Significant hail, if storms develop, this is your Monday afternoon into the evening hours, there's enough there that if any storm forms, hail is likely going to be on the significant side. In fact, it gets even higher as we get into the early morning hours. Look at that, Tuesday 5 a.m. You're getting to the right side of that scale. That's where you're going to see some big hail very early Tuesday morning in central and eastern Nebraska. There's 7 a.m. and that's just nudging its way into the capital city by 7 a.m. So this is, again, I think the best chance for Lincoln to see the very severe weather could be the very early morning hours on Tuesday. Significant tornado parameter. Now for there to be significant tornadoes, you need to see anywhere from the 4, 5, 6, 7 on that just underneath significant tornado parameter. We're not going to see any of that, but we see enough that isolated tornado threat, the spin-up tornado, that's going to be a possibility because I see the yellows. There's a couple of reds in there, your 3s and 4s. That means there's a possibility that we could see an EF1, an EF2 tornado at some point as we head through Monday night into Tuesday morning. When you see any kind of color in there, anywhere from the 0.1 to 2 or 3, there's a chance, if everything sets up right, we could see an isolated tornado, and then that even lingers into your 7 a.m. along with that large hail, damaging wind. Tornado chances out there as we head through the overnight into Tuesday morning. And then I was mentioning how there's a slight risk in eastern Nebraska Tuesday morning. Well, those storms are moving east, so here's the threat moves east along with that. So basically from Omaha south towards Nebraska City, east of Beatrice, east of Lincoln, but close, and then towards Des Moines, that's where you're slight to enhanced risk. But eastern Nebraska under a marginal risk that early Tuesday morning into like 10 until like the first half of the day on Tuesday. So that's it, you guys. We're going to be tracking this. Make sure you watch. We're going to have updates on Channel 8 in the morning. We'll have it tonight in the morning, and then things may be getting going when I'm on the air on Monday evening. So tune in for that. But if you like this video, that's awesome. If you would like and subscribe, that way you know when I give you more updates, because I'm going to try to do more updates hopefully tomorrow sometime. So anyway, that's the information for you now. Stay tuned, and when new information comes in, we'll make sure you guys know what's going on.